So now comes the question, how do we roll over to sit up? We would like you to roll over because we feel there's more efficiency in your actions, and we want you to stay in a quiet state from your old patterns as possible. And then sense what it feels like to put your weight back into your feet and to stand. So one way is to bend your left leg up so that the knee is bent, foot's on the floor. Bring your right arm out to your side somehow. Bring your left hand across your shoulder and just see, well, how do you roll over onto your side? And so as you can see, Renee is rolling over to her side with her right leg straight. And then how would she roll over to sit up from there? Let's roll back. And now let's see what it would be like if you could figure out a way to bring your right knee up towards your chest or up towards your right arm as you roll. There you go. And then see, what is it like to figure out how you're going to bring your upper torso, move your lower torso so that you could sit up easily. And let's roll back. And so now we're going to add on to this little movement and see if you can do it easily. You're going to bring your right knee up towards your chest or towards your right arm, but your right hand is now going to go underneath your head. So let's just see if we can do that. So it's lifting your head. Good. And now you notice that your left hand is on the floor. And notice where your left elbow is. And now quietly see if you can keep rolling forward, put your left elbow down on the floor and lift your head. Is that a possibility? There you go, good. So you're sort of on your right elbow and your left elbow. Is there a way you can figure out how to do that? And once you figure out how to do that, is there a way you can slide your left leg down or keep coming forward and sit up, sort of get yourself up onto your pelvis, use your hands, keep your head down, and see, is there a way you can come up? Good. So now this might be uncomfortable for many of you. So how would you now get yourself from sitting to standing? Again, we just piece by piece, we try to figure something out. So her legs are straight now and she's sitting, but she's got herself comfortable. So now quietly see what she's going to do to try and get herself onto her feet. Now we put a chair there because a chair is something we can all use to get ourselves to standing without using a lot of effort. It helps with that. So if she sits, go ahead and see how you would do that, Renee. Just let's see how you would do that. So she would go back to that side sitting position and get up on her knees. And she would put her hands there. Now for people with knee problems, yes, no, maybe you need pillows. And then she brings one leg up and she stands on that leg as she pushes down with her hands to stand up. And then to get down, she would reverse it, right? She would put her hands, both hands down on the chair or two. She'd lower her head, and then she'd pick her head up to lower her pelvis. And then she'd come back, and then she'd sit back somehow. And then she'd sit back somehow, and then she'd roll onto her side and roll back onto her back. So this is just, again, something we need to figure out, a way for you to slowly, without interfering with your breathing, without interfering and trying to effort somewhere or noticing where you do effort and figuring out a new way to do that so that there's another possibility. Okay, so let's watch her again and see what she does. Anytime you're ready. And she drops her head down so the pelvis can come up. And then she stands. And notice how it feels to stand. And where does the weight go into your feet? And how are we doing? Then we walk around a little bit and we take